Lockers 200, 71, and 289. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building. Repeating, a severe thunderstorm warning has been issued until 4:15 p.m. Central Daylight Time for the following county: Custer, Nebraska.
You're listening to severe weather coverage on Central Nebraska's news source. Here's Jeremy Shipe.
All right, good afternoon, everybody. Jeremy Shipe with you here in the KBBN studios. We have a severe thunderstorm warning, which is right smack dab in the middle of Custer County right now. This is a storm that is moving toward Broken Bow. Broken Bow has been experiencing some pretty heavy rain for a good amount of time right now. And then kind of the back half of this storm is the severe part, which has brought about this severe thunderstorm warning, which is in effect until 4:15. It starts in the central part of Custer County between Callaway and Broken Bow and progresses up to the northeast around the Sargent and Comstock area and just to the west of Arcadia, again in effect until 4:15. Ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds are radar indicated hazards with this storm. People and animals outdoors will be injured. You can expect hail damage to roofs, siding, windows, and vehicles. You can also obviously expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Now, the locations impacted by the path of this storm include Broken Bow, Sargent, Berwyn, Wysert, Westerville, and Round Valley. So again, if you are in those areas that I described to you, you need to be taking shelter in the lowest level of your home or building that you are in, and certainly away from windows with the threat of flying objects as well as pretty good-sized hail being possible with this storm. Again, haven't been able to take a look at any models to see if anything is more than radar indicated. We'll certainly load up the chat box for those of you that are watching on the Sandhills Express YouTube or Facebook pages. If you can safely let us know, keyword safely, let us know what is happening in your neck of the woods. That kind of helps us get a perspective on what is happening with the weather. So again, this is active for the central part of Custer County and on to the northeast towards Sargent and Comstock until 4:15, something we'll be monitoring right here at our KCNI KBBN studios and keep you informed of as this storm moves across the area. Again, this is a pretty severe storm right smack dab in the middle of Custer County. This has brought about a good amount of rain to the Broken Bow area and right about between Broken Bow and Myrna as many of these storms are coming across the area. This severe thunderstorm watch that was issued about a little over an hour ago stretches basically from central Nebraska in a northeasterly direction and then kind of in a bow kind of shape into central Iowa. So could see a lot of storms throughout the next few hours. That is active until well into the night. So we'll keep monitoring things here. Of course, right now we're going to keep looking at different models so that we can pass along to you what we've got going on with this storm and what we can expect beyond the radar indication. Right now, it just so happens to be just after 3:30, and we've got to get you folks a code word so that you can try to win these gas prizes that we have got. We've got $1,000, $500, and several $50 gas card prizes from Trotters Woe and Go. And just so happens that this storm has brought me into the studio for weather coverage right around the time we're supposed to pass that along to you. So we'll do that right now. And while you're listening to that, that'll give me an opportunity to check some models and come back with some more information for you. So take a listen.
It's that time again. Time to reveal today's code word for the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Presented by Trotters Woe and Go. The code word is coming your way after a word from our sponsors. Get those pens and pencils ready.
Trotters Woe and Go is proud to present the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Whether you're fueling up your ride yourself or your cooler up with 24-hour pumps, food, ice cream, beer, or ice, Trotters Woe and Go is proud to be your local solution. With locations in Broken Bow, Myrna, Sargent, and beyond. When you're looking for a stop, you're never far away from a Trotters. Stick around and get entered to win $1,000, $500, or $50 in Trotters cards, good at any Trotters location across the region.
When you're shopping for your home, shop somewhere that feels like home. Bow Family Furniture and Flooring. For nearly 4 decades, they've been helping families find the perfect item for their homes. Furniture, mattresses, window treatments, flooring, and more at Bow Family. Shop flooring and a budget line of furniture at 305 South 9th or head to East Highway 2 in Broken Bow, where all the furniture is found. Bow Family Furniture and Flooring, proud sponsors of Gas Up the Good Life.
Celebrate the 4th of July with these prices good through the 6th at the grocery cart. 10-pound bags of fresh frozen Best Buy bone-in chicken hindquarters are just $8.98. And Land of Frost deli shaved lunch meat packages are 2 for $6. For a quick summer snack, Totino's pizza rolls are $3.98. And stay cool with Gold Peak tea. 52-ounce bottles are 2 for $5. California peaches and nectarines are $2.98 a pound. For your grill out, Kingsford charcoal is $9.98. Grocery cart, East Highway 2, Broken Bow.
Hi, Central Nebraska. This is Brent Apperson with KCNI, KBBN Radio, here to talk all things RT Ace Hardware, the namesake of Ryan and Tiffany, who join us. Now, Ryan, there's a rumor that there are red-hot buys going on at Ace right now. Can you confirm that rumor?
Yes, I can confirm that literally we have a lot of grills and griddles in stock at great prices.
And Tiffany, do those savings apply to helping make my yard beautiful as well?
They sure do. From fertilizer and mulch to weed killers and lawn tools, we have it.
Okay, you two, last question. Is Ace Rewards really as awesome as everybody is saying it is?
You bet it is.
Well, you heard it here, folks. Shop RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow for grills, griddles, and all things lawn care and beyond.
What they pay is what you pay. Employee Pricing Plus is happening all month long at Gateway Motors, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Broken Bow. Now is the time to get yourself into a great new Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, or Ram vehicle. Whether you have your sights set on miles with the family for summer vacation or getting work done on the farm or ranch, the lot at Gateway Motors has a wide variety of choices, from color to options, to work toward finding your fit. Visit Gateway Motors on East Highway 2 in Broken Bow for Employee Pricing Plus, happening now.
Vermeer has been innovating and equipping farmers with their innovations since their first wagon hoist to their pioneering round baler, helping farmers and ranchers get their work done quickly and efficiently. With comprehensive service and support, Power Solutions of Broken Bow is proud to be your local Vermeer dealer. Give them a call at 308-872-5522 or stop out and see them 2 miles east of Broken Bow on Highway 2.
It's the Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Your chance at almost $2,000 in fuel cards to Trotters Woe and Go. Here's today's code word.
All right, folks, we're going to keep it simple for our first code word for the contest. Your code word to take to the contest page of sandhillsexpress.com is GAS. G-A-S. GAS is your code word for today. So head on over to sandhillsexpress.com/contest and get yourself entered for one of those awesome gas card prizes.
To get more entries, keep listening for more code words or look for them on our car in parades or at your local event. The Gas Up the Good Life Fuel Giveaway. Brought to you in part by...
Thank you to Nebraska State Bank for joining us for Gas Up the Good Life, our summer promotion that puts fuel in your tank, literally. Now back to regular programming.
Live from the KCNI, KBBN, and SandhillsExpress.com studios with severe weather coverage. Here's Jeremy Scheib.
Well, it just so happens that regular programming at this moment involves severe weather. Thank you for tuning in to Central Nebraska's news source. Broken Bow getting hit by this storm that has brought about a severe thunderstorm warning for the central part of Custer County and on to the northeast towards Sargent and Comstock. We're in the studio keeping you informed on this storm as it moves across the area. Now, this storm is just kind of on the tail end of Broken Bow. The tail end of the storm, rather, is on Broken Bow. This will be moving on into the area between Comstock, Sargent, and Broken Bow. And several of this pieces of storms around Custer County and in Custer County are kind of expanding. These are kind of storms that are kind of getting their start all the way down by Benkelman and McCook, and just kind of are spotty all the way across the state, really, all the way up toward Norfolk and Sioux City. So keeping an eye on all these storms. These kinds of storms just lead to a potential for a long night of severe thunderstorm warnings coming up and popping up randomly. But this one right now we're talking about in Custer County is active until 4:15 this afternoon. Radar indicated threats are ping pong ball size hail and 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts. I did check other models. We still only have that radar indication to go by. We have not received word from any storm spotters of anything confirmed as far as hail or certain wind speeds on the ground. Now, all of this rain that we are receiving with this storm is important to remember because we are in a flood watch. Much of the area is in a flood watch. Not flooding, obviously, can occur due to excessive rainfall. So what we need to be watching for is excessive runoff that might result in flooding of rivers, creeks, streams, and other low-lying and flood-prone locations. If you have a flood-prone location near you, chances are you've seen it pretty full of water. Those are the areas we're talking about. So if you are near a poor drainage or urban area, you need to keep an eye on those sorts of things as those thunderstorms continue to develop and drop a pretty good amount of rain throughout the afternoon and evening. We'll need to keep an eye on those areas that are prone to flooding. So be careful, and obviously don't drive through flooded roadways. The saying is, turn around, don't drown. And a shocking amount of drownings happen when folks are inside of vehicles thinking that they can cross a waterway where you think you know what's going on underneath the water, but water can do mysterious things to the ground underneath, and you don't know what is under there and how you can get stuck. So keep that in mind and do not drive through floodwaters if flooding occurs. A severe thunderstorm watch is valid until 10 p.m. this evening as well. That will continue on, and I'm sure we will see a few different severe thunderstorm warnings be issued throughout the night as well. There's one over the top of Lexington right now, as well as Kearney, Wood River, and Ravenna area. So we are far from alone when it comes to this severe thunderstorm warning situation. Again, this severe thunderstorm warning affects Broken Bow as well as Sargent, Comstock, and Berwyn. It's also just south of Myrna, so it's in that area as well. This storm is wrapping up its effect on the Broken Bow area right now and is moving toward the Sargent and Comstock area. Again, radar indication is ping pong ball sized hail and up to 60-mile-an-hour winds. So do keep that in mind when you are preparing for when this storm heads your direction. Stay away from windows and make your way to the most interior room on the lowest level of the building that you are in. We'll check some more models and get some more information if it has been made available, and that we will pull along and pass along more information as we have it available. So thanks for tuning in to Central Nebraska's news source. I'm Jeremy Shipe. We'll listen to a little bit of music. I'll get some more information, and we'll continue our severe weather coverage after this. severe weather coverage here on Central Nebraska's news source. I'm Jeremy Shipe. They have updated the area that is affected by that severe thunderstorm warning. They basically chopped the back half of it off. Broken Bow no longer inside of that warning area, but it might as well be. It's just to the east of Highway 2. A little point of Highway 2 between Broken Bow and Berwyn is still in the warning area, but essentially, if you draw a little trapezoid between Sargent, Comstock, Berwyn, and Broken Bow, that is the area that is affected by the severe thunderstorm warning, which again is in effect right now. We'll see. Let me do a little bit of updating here to see if they change the time that is in effect for. No, they did not change that. So it is valid still until 4:15 this evening for central Custer County. Again, they're indicating penny-size hail now with this. That's nice. It went from ping-pong ball-size hail down to penny-size hail. Still 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts, which are possible with this storm. And in my experience, these windstorms need to be at minimum 60 miles per hour in order to justify a severe thunderstorm warning. So this storm doing just enough in the way of hail and wind speed to bring about a severe thunderstorm warning. But again, damage to roofs, siding, and trees still a very real possibility, as certainly we have to be careful with your windows due to flying debris and things like that. So the suggestion is to be in the lowest level of the building you are in the most interior room, away from as many windows as possible, to be prepared for this storm as it makes its way through Custer County. Zooming out a little bit and taking a look at what's going on across the rest of the area, just outside of Custer County, there is a severe thunderstorm warning, which is in effect for Lexington, as well as the Sumner, Eddyville, and Miller communities. Taking a look at that severe thunderstorm warning, it is in effect until 4:15 as well. So that is kind of the golden number at the time. Quarter-size hail there, a little bit larger than what we have here in Custer County on the radar indication, but also 60-mile-an-hour winds when it comes to that severe thunderstorm warning. The other severe thunderstorm warning in our area involves Kearney, Riverdale, Pleasanton, Hazard, and Ravenna. That severe thunderstorm warning also valid until 4:15. Indications with that also 60-mile-an-hour winds and nickel-size hail. So between the three closest severe thunderstorm warnings, we've got penny, quarter, and nickel-size hail. I don't know if I've ever seen that before. Kind of interesting in a weird way, but watch out for that flooding, folks. Again, remember, we are in a flood watch because that can happen pretty quickly. And if you are familiar with areas that have low-lying, flood-prone locations, or you're by a river, creek, stream, or something like that, flooding can happen awfully quick, and we need to make efforts to be prepared for that as much as possible, and don't drive through floodwaters. Over to the east of our listening area immediately in Custer County, our friends in Loop City up toward the Ord area are actually in a flood advisory. And that is, again, kind of similar to a flood watch, but that advisory may be a step up from that. That's until 4 o'clock, so a little bit of time left there as they have received a good amount of rain from a storm that has passed through that area and will be hitting that area soon. So wouldn't be surprised to see that flood advisory extended. So, again, if you are in that area, keep that in mind. Basically, flooding all across the area. We've got a flood watch, we've got a severe thunderstorm watch, and then we've got those severe thunderstorm warnings we're keeping an eye on as well. Again, those will expire at 4:15 if they are allowed to do so. So we'll take another break, and we'll kind of get an opportunity to check on a couple of things before we cruise into the top of the 4 o'clock hour. Severe thunderstorm coverage is brought to you by Hunter's Towing, Fixed Right Auto Body, Taylor Heating and Cooling, Ansley Lumber, Custer Public Power District, and Edward Jones in Broken Bow.
Whether you need your motorcycle towed or your semi towed, Hunter's Towing has the equipment and know-how to get you off the side of the road. Save this number in your phone now. You never know when you'll need to call Hunter, 870-1983. That's 870-1983 for Hunter's Towing. He's ready to hit the road at any time to help you out of a jam. Based in Berwyn, serving Custer County and beyond. Hunter's Towing at 870-1983.
Storms. They're nasty, mean, and the last thing they have in mind is watching out for your vehicle. When storms scratch or dent your ride, bring it to Fixed Right Auto Body in Broken Bow. Todd and the crew want to put their experience to work for you. They're happy to give you a free estimate. Deer are on the move no matter the season. If you have a close encounter that results in damage, bring it to Fixed Right. They'll work with your insurance agency to make everything even smoother. Just north of the railroad tracks on 10th Avenue in Broken Bow. Fixed Right Auto Body.
As a Daikin dealer, I have the solutions you need for total home comfort. So if you want the chill of the Rocky Mountain air in your bedroom for summer, you can. Or if you prefer the warmth of the California sun this winter, that's no problem either. And if you simply desire that just right feeling of the New England coast, well, it's home comfort you decide. Daikin Air Intelligence.
Contact Taylor Heating and Cooling in Broken Bow, 872-6196.
Building something big or just tackling a do-it-yourself project, whatever your vision, they've got the supplies you need to make it happen at Ansley Lumber and Supply. From lumber to paint, tools to hardware, Ansley Lumber and Supply has it all. With top-quality products at unbeatable prices. And with their friendly expert staff, you'll get the advice you need to get your job done right. Visit them today in downtown Ansley at Ansley Lumber and Supply. Open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5:30. Open Saturday, 8 until noon.
Custer Public Power reminds you to be alert of the possibility that storm debris can hide downed power lines. If you see low-hanging or downed power lines, assume that they are energized and deadly. Stay far away, keep others away, and report the location. When bad weather hits, always take time to be extra cautious when you're out and about. You can learn more about storm safety at safeelectricity.org. Keeping your power on and helping you stay informed, Custer Public Power.
When someone asks me, when is the best time to start saving for retirement, my answer is simple. It's today. Hi, I'm Tim McCaslin.
And I'm Janet Lawhorn,
your local Edward Jones financial advisors. We can help you build a plan for your ideal retirement by identifying your unique goals and help you keep on track to achieve them. The sooner you get started, the better. Call us at 308-872-6849 or visit edwardjones.com to schedule an appointment today. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
Welcome back, everyone, and thanks for tuning in to KBBN so we can keep you informed on the storm situation on what could end up being a pretty stormy evening here in central Nebraska. Again, don't have anything else to pass along to you. Checked a couple of other models and reports, and they're still sticking with that 60-mile-an-hour radar indication and about that 3/4-inch size hail radar indication for this severe thunderstorm warning, which is active in Custer County between the areas of Broken Bow, Sargent, Comstock, and Berwyn until about 15 minutes from now at 4:15. So we're going to cruise into the top of the hour news, weather, and sports break. That'll give us an opportunity to really kind of see over the next few minutes what this storm does when it is progressing, and we'll see if that severe thunderstorm warning area is going to change at all, or maybe if that will be allowed to expire early. I don't anticipate an early expiration just because of the severity of this storm. Still has a pretty nasty center to it when you look at it on radar. But the good thing is radar is indicating kind of the bare minimum wind speeds that a storm has to have in order to carry a severe thunderstorm warning designation. So that is the good news. And again, if you are in the areas between Broken Bow, Berwyn, Comstock, and Sargent, you need to be away from windows on the lowest floor possible of the building that you are in. Again, a news break. We'll catch you up on everything when we come back here on Central Nebraska's News Source.
Filling your summer days and summer nights. The Real Rock Station. 95.3 KBBN Broken Bow.
CBS News Brief. President Trump disputed an intelligence assessment today that raised questions about whether U.S. strikes took out Iran's nuclear program.
The report said what it said, and it was fine. It was severe. they think, but they had no idea. They shouldn't have issued a report until they did.
Kilmar Abrego Garcia is expected to be released from jail in Tennessee today, only to be taken into custody by immigration agents. He's been in jail since he was returned from El Salvador. His wife says this is their anniversary.
Instead of celebrating our love surrounding by families, I'm here. Yet I'm not alone.
He's now facing 2 counts of human smuggling. It's still sizzling in parts of the Northeast in New York.
It's just sweltering, like really just being in an oven.
More heat records will be broken today before the heat wave finally loosens its grip. On Wall Street, the Dow finished the day 106 points lower. CBS News Brief, I'm Cammie McCormick.
If you have unfiled taxes or are in debt to the IRS, this is important news. Did you know the IRS has programs specifically designed to help people struggling with tax debt? Powerful tax assistance programs that can save you thousands if you qualify. No one knows these programs better than the experts at Optima Tax Relief, America's most trusted tax resolution firm. A-plus rated by the Better Business Bureau, their award-winning tax attorneys and licensed professionals have resolved over $1 billion of tax debt for their clients. One call to Optima can start the process, helping to put an end to your worries about wage garnishment, asset seizure, and other aggressive IRS actions. Find the best options to solve your tax problems. Call the experts at Optima Tax Relief today for a free consultation.
Call 800-783-8055. That's 800-783-8055. 800-783-8055.
Optima Tax Relief.
Some restrictions apply. For complete details, please visit OptimaTaxRelief.com.
From the Fox Sports Studios in Los Angeles, here's Dan Byer.
Brewers lead the Pirates 4-0 playing in the 6th inning in Milwaukee as Jacob Mizoraki has struck out 8 so far in 5 innings of work for the Brew Crew. Paul Skeens started for Pittsburgh. Milwaukee reached him for 4 in the 2nd. He's done after 4 innings, striking out 4 and allowing 4 earned. The White Sox are on top of the Diamondbacks right now, 4-2 playing in the 5th inning. Major League Baseball did suspend the 22-year-old fan who yelled an insensitive comment about the late mother of Diamondbacks All-Star Ketel Marte during last night's game. That fan has been suspended indefinitely. The White Sox say they are in full support of Marte. Tonight it's the NBA draft, 8 o'clock Eastern time. Mavericks have the first overall pick and are expected to take Duke's Cooper Flagg. The Houston Rockets signed guard Fred VanVleet to a new 2-year deal worth $50 million, according to reports. A trade in the NHL as the Edmonton Oilers traded Evander Kane to the Vancouver Canucks.
Direct cattle business was quiet Wednesday. Butcher hogs were steady. I'm John Perkins with a Brownfield market update. You better build bigger bins. It's just a suggestion, but regardless, be ready to maximize your per acre profits with MX Series corn by Stein. Stein has yield. Soybeans and corn were lower on the generally non-threatening crop weather. July beans were down 21.5 at 10.25 1/4. August was 20 3/4 lower at 10.29 1/2. July corn was 6 lower at 4.10 1/4. September was down 7 1/4 at 4.05. Live and feeder cattle were mixed, getting ready for this week's direct business. August live was down 57 at 208.97. October was 60 lower at 206.35. August feeders were 5 higher at 302.30. And hogs were mixed out of USDA numbers on Wednesday and Thursday. July lean was up 60 cents at 112.82. The August hog contract was 27 higher at 111.22. I'm John Perkins with a Brownfield market update.
They say seeing is believing, and nothing catches the eye like the 7 bushel per acre yield advantage of Veltima fungicide over other fungicides. But don't just take our word for it. See it for yourself. Run a comparison of Veltima fungicide. Enter the Real Results Yield Challenge and experience the difference it makes in your fields. And when you share your experience with us, you'll get a chance to win a 2-year lease on a new truck. Sign up at yieldchallenge.basf.us. No purchase necessary. See official rules for details. Always read and follow label directions.
What would it take for my child to only miss half a day of school for treatment?
What would it take to fund a cure for childhood cancer?
It would take all of us to come together to support the research. Research to discover more effective treatments for the 1 in 285 children in the U.S. who will be diagnosed with cancer. Children's Cancer Research Fund is a national nonprofit dedicated to ending childhood cancer. Join us. Go to childrenscancer.org today.
This is John Farley with Lashley Land and Recreational Brokers. And here we understand your land represents a lifetime of hard work and the decision to sell does not come lightly. I'd be happy to provide a free, no-obligation opinion of value to assist in your estate planning. Inventory is very low at the moment, so now may be the best time to get the highest dollar for your lifetime of land stewardship and sweat equity. Whatever your goal is, I'm here to help. Call me, John Farley, or check us out at lashleyland.com.
Here's your weatherology forecast. I'm meteorologist Laura Lockwood. A severe thunderstorm watch continues. A flood watch begins at 4 p.m. this afternoon. Cloudy skies tonight with thunderstorms likely. Lows level off around 64. Winds out of the southwest 5 to 10 miles per hour. Slight chance for storms tomorrow. Daytime highs approaching 84. Lows around 61 tomorrow night. Mainly clear skies. From the Weatherology Weather Center, I'm staff meteorologist Laura Lockwood.
On air, online, and on the app. Severe weather coverage is on Central Nebraska's news source. Here's Jeremy Shipe.
Again, thanks for tuning in to KBBN Radio. I always like passing along good news when we've got severe thunderstorm coverage going on in the studios. That severe thunderstorm warning that we paused for going into the news at the top of the hour has been allowed to expire early. That is the one that we're talking about in Custer County between Broken Bow, Sargent, and Comstock and Berwyn. That storm is kind of broken in half in a way and is obviously lessened in strength. So that severe thunderstorm warning well over 10 minutes early has been allowed to expire. So that puts us in a situation where in Custer County we have no active warnings at the time, at the moment, but we do still have that severe We do still have that severe thunderstorm watch, which is in effect. That is until 10 p.m. And then we still have the flood aspect going on as well. That flood watch is in effect until 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So we'll keep an eye on the flood watch. We'll keep an eye on the severe thunderstorm watch. And if there is a severe thunderstorm warning, which is issued in our immediate listening area in Custer County, we'll be back on the air keeping you informed on what's going on. As of right now, I'm going to take a quick break. This will give me an opportunity to check on those other severe thunderstorm warnings, which are right next to Custer County in the Sumner, Eddyville, and Miller areas, as well as just east of Litchfield and Hazard and Ravenna, as well as Pleasanton. So give me a moment to check on those and see what the current situation is with those. And we'll be right back with you with more severe thunderstorm coverage on KBBN.
Hey guys, exciting news coming your direction from Hair Teak and Broken Bow. Rochelle is back. She has missed everyone and is excited to be taking appointments. Just call to schedule 308-872-5104. Whether you need a trim, some color, or you just want to change your look a little bit, Hair Teak is there for you. At Hair Teak, when you arrive, it's just like coming home. Again, that's 872-5104 to schedule an appointment.
Are you 62 or older, or maybe you're handicapped or disabled? Grand Generation Manor in Callaway has openings for spacious one-bedroom apartments and are accepting applications now. With most utilities and appliances included and a rent-based income, you'll have everything you need to feel at home. For more information, stop by 200 South Grand Avenue, Apartment 29 in Callaway, or call 836-4466. Grand Generation Manor, an equal opportunity provider and employer.
Selling your house doesn't always sound like a lot of fun. So at Ideal Realty, we want to help take the stress out of selling your home and give everyone a fun and positive experience. From beginning to end, we take care of everything. When you list with Ideal Realty, you're a part of our real estate family, and we will work hard for you. Give us a call, 308-870-1406, or go to our website at goidealrealty.com. At Ideal Realty, we get your property sold faster with less hassle.
RTA's Hardware is your connection for projects large to small. But there's so much more than hardware. Visit them for grills, smokers, home decor, countertop appliances, and outdoor living items, in addition to what you need for your projects. RTA's Hardware in Broken Bow.
When you're outdoors beneath Nebraska skies, adventure comes in all sizes. From quick escapes and long weekends to true off-the-grid retreats. Paddle, hike, camp, explore. Whether you have a few hours or a few days, we'll guide you to a state park or recreation area that's a perfect fit. Start your next adventure today at yournebraskaparks.com. Sponsored by Nebraska Game and Parks, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
Well, no new information to pass along for you regarding those 3 severe thunderstorm warnings that I described that are kind of in the southeast area of Custer County. They're not in Custer County, but they're bordering Custer County. But we are approaching that 4:15 crunch time where a decision has to be made on whether or not those are going to be able to expire or have the warning area changed a little bit. So that gives me the perfect opportunity to play a little bit of music for you, and then we'll see what the situation is with those 3 severe thunderstorm warnings. Feels like a perfect time to play a little 38 special.
The most unique rock. All summer long. Your summer real rock station. 95.3 KBBN.
told you I would keep an eye on those couple of storms that were bordering Custer County and let you know what happened with those. The situation is basically 2 of the 3 severe thunderstorm warnings have been allowed to expire. The one that I thought wouldn't expire and did not expire was the one in the Wood River, Ravenna, St. Paul, and just east of Loop City area. That severe thunderstorm warning has been extended until 4:45. So we got a little bit less than a half hour remaining when it comes to that severe thunderstorm warning. If you are in that area, they're calling for nickel-sized hail and 60-mile-an-hour winds. That is radar indicated at this time. So we're going to end our live in-studio coverage of severe thunderstorm coverage right now. If we do have, you know how we go, any time of day or night that we have a severe thunderstorm warning or tornado warning pop up in Custer County, we'll be